you have a liking for roles that sort of explore the dark, the mysterious side of human beings, and why are you attracted to this type of roles?
Well, I'm always interested in the things that. I'm much more interested in the things that people don't say, rather than the things that they do say, or in effect, the things that motivate what people say. Because a lot of times a person will be saying one thing but thinking something completely different underneath, and that's the mystery, you know. I'm interested in the things that make people tick. I'm interested in the dark side of people. I'm interested in the light side of people. You know? So I don't know. It's just sort of an opportunity to explore, you know.
So when you accept a role, is it important for you that the character has odds and ends, and it's not just a smooth character, one-dimensional?
Oh yeah, it's real important. I mean, that he's got some kind of, yeah, because everybody's got a past, you know. It's that he's got some past, some history, some likes, dislikes, wants, desires, hopes. Whether it's a character that actually existed or is still alive, or a character that you're sort of inventing from the ground up. You got to know their past, you know. You got to know where they came from.
Eberlein is also a hero, if you like, with deficiencies. He's got a drug problem. Do you feel he's taking drugs for intuition, or because that's his only way of coping with life?
I think that Eberlein doesn't want to feel anything. I think that Eberlein is probably a hypersensitive man in a situation where he's exposed to a lot of things that affect him, and he's got a dark history and situations and moments in his life that he wants to escape from. So I think that he doesn't want to feel. At the same time, I think in a way he's become an opium addict to numb himself, to medicate himself. But at the same time, he's using the opium to free himself of his mind, so in a way to martyr himself and to be able to get the premonitions, to be free enough to get the visions of the case.
Jack the Ripper is the case. I mean, when did you first learn about Jack the Ripper? Or when did you get first interested in it?
Way too early. I was about 7, 8 years old, and I remember seeing a documentary on public television about the Ripper, and just that began the fascination. You know, I was just immediately intrigued and wanted to learn more, and was amazed that such a huge case and such an awful crime had gone on unsolved for hundreds of years. So yeah, started early.
So do you feel he's a modern murderer, if you like? I mean, murder is as old as mankind, but do you feel he's somehow modern in some ways? Or because, I mean, the motto of the film is he gave birth to the 20th century.
Well, I think it's a pretty accurate statement. I mean, it's a pretty accurate line that he gave birth to the 20th century. I think it says a lot about the case and a lot about what followed. It was the first serial murder of its kind. I mean, like that, and that got such attention in the public, and not even the public, but the world over. And it's the first time that a serial killer, even though he was unknown, was put into the sort of icon status. I mean, made in a way into a product. Much in the same way that you know, later on, you know, the image of Charles Manson, that image from Life magazine, sold millions of T-shirts. You know, yeah, it says a lot about how we look at crimes and such. It's pretty perverse, actually.
It is. I mean, you know, an American living in Europe. Do you feel that this has somehow changed your view on America?
Well, no, it hasn't changed my view on America. America's a great country with great people in it, and it's done a lot for me, and it's a beautiful place, you know. And I love it, you know. But at the same time, you can love something like that and be disappointed in it. It's heartbreaking to turn on the news and see this sort of random acts of violence and acts of racism and just pure ignorance, and it happens a lot, you know. So I'm real happy to have been welcomed over here into Europe, especially into France, where I live most of the time, and yeah, just it seems it's a more intelligent culture. It's a better place to raise a kid, I think.